This review is made possible by Chevy of Naperville. Whether you're interested in a car, truck, crossover, or SUV, Chevy of Naperville has the right car for you. Visit them on the web at www.chevroletofnaperville.com or in person at 1515 West Ogden Avenue in Naperville, Illinois.
Alright, what's up guys? My name is Zach and today I am driving a 2019 Chevy Silverado Z71. Up front is a 5.3 liter Ecotec V8 and down below is a 6-speed automatic transmission. If you'd like to read more of my thoughts, head on over to carmarshal.com/overdrive, where I'll be writing a complete article about the 2019 Silverado, as well as if you'd like to see my videos before they are released on YouTube, head on over to my Patreon, where it is only $2 a month and you get to see all my videos before they are made public on YouTube. But let's get back to that 5.3 liter V8. It's a similar V8 that Chevy's been using for a long time, and that means it's pretty well thought through. It makes a good amount of power and there's really no big complaints about it. 5.3 liter V8. All right, it really had to struggle for traction there. It is a little bit snowy outside, but not bad. It's not going to win any major drag races, but what it will do is pull what you need it to pull. Now, like I said, paired to it is a 6-speed automatic transmission that you can actually plus minus here on the shifter. It's not for sport mode or to trick you into thinking that it's a stick shift. What that's for is for engine braking. So if you're coming down a big canyon, you have a big load in the bed, or you're pulling a trailer, you can minus and the truck will shift down and start engine braking so you don't wear out your brakes as much. But there are trailer settings, which we'll talk about in a little bit. And last but not least, the Silverado is 4-wheel drive, which we'll talk about again when we get to the interior. So let's talk about the interior. Well, in front of me, I have a bunch of different gauges displaying a whole bunch of information. I have oil pressure, coolant temperature, fuel and battery voltage up in the center, and then on my far right, I have speedometer. On the far left, I have my tachometer. Then in the middle, I do get a little screen. It's just displaying my speed, 4-wheel drive versus 2-wheel drive, stuff like that. On the steering wheel, I actually only have cruise control buttons. The right side of the steering wheel is blank. To the far left, I have a bunch of different options over here. First and foremost, 4-wheel drive versus 2-wheel drive, so I could put it in auto, 4 high, 4 low, or 2 high. Then I have dome lights and my headlights. Down below all of that, I get my parking brake, which is an electronic parking brake. And of course, to the far left, I have my window switches. To the right of me, I have 2 giant vents, a infotainment system, which is touch screen. I can also access Apple CarPlay and Android Auto through this screen, which is really nice. I really like the Android Auto and Apple CarPlay because it kind of solves any issues that might come up with an infotainment system. You could just switch it to Apple CarPlay. You know how that's going to be. It's going to be the same in all cars. And I think this is really smart that a lot of auto manufacturers are offering this. Then you have your controls for the radio. Then you have your climate control, which is pretty rudimentary. Then you have a couple interesting switches. First of all is the hill descent assist button. So what this does is it will regulate your speed when coming down a hill. So if you're off-roading and you want to focus on not hitting the trees to your left or right, you could just hit that button and it'll control the throttle while you dodge trees. Then next to the hill descent assist, you have a power tailgate option. So hit this and the tailgate will actually lower on its own. That is a really nice feature that I haven't seen in any other new truck. Then you have your hazards lights and your traction control off. Down below the switches, you get your trailer options, a USB, and a 12-volt cigarette lighter charger port. The seats are pretty comfortable, but it is a 4-door, 4-seater, so we will do a backseat review. All right, so we're in the back of the 2019 Chevy Silverado Z71, and the biggest thing you'll notice over the Colorado is the legroom. There's a lot more room back here than the Colorado. Of course, you'll also notice that the Silverado can handle a bigger payload, bigger engine options, all that stuff, but in terms of space and seating, you definitely feel it back here. And I like that there's full doors. The older Silverados had the sort of half doors that swung the opposite way. I really like the full doors. This is This is really nice. I mean, honestly, I have about as much room back here as I would in like a Toyota Camry or something like that. No center console. I wish that there was a center window that was openable just for those summer days. But backseat gets a thumbs up, definitely super helpful. And overall, I have to say the interior is pretty basic. There's nothing that really wows me in here. I really do like the power tailgate, but besides that, there's nothing too crazy that is really out of this world. But that's okay because this is a truck. This is a pickup truck. This is a tool rather than a vehicle. So I'm okay with that. Now, we have to talk about the looks because this is the redesigned Silverado. And the first thing you'll notice is that it says Chevrolet in about 1050 point font on the front. A lot of people were kind of up in arms in this. A lot of people are mixed either way. I don't think it looks horrible. I think a lot of trucks are doing this. So why should Chevy not do it? I think it's one heck of a strategy to get your brand out there, but I don't think it looks bad. Besides the front grille, I think overall the Silverado looks great. I think it's a really good looking truck. Especially, I love this white on black. Now the Z71 package, as I talked about with the Z71 Colorado I reviewed, it is essentially an appearance package. This one gets the wheels, the black accents. It's actually lifted 2 inches over the stock truck ride height, and of course you get the badging on it and stuff like that. Now, although this is a redesigned Silverado, it doesn't lose the core Silverado idea or philosophy. Dodge, with their pickup trucks, they try to push luxury. They try to be the luxury pickup truck. And you can make your own judgments whether they succeed or fail. But Chevy isn't always about that. They do offer the high country trim level, and they do have the nice leather and the sunroof and all this stuff. But Chevys, to me, have always felt very purposefully built, very utilitarian, and very dialed in, if that makes sense. I talked about this with the Camaro, because it's sort of the same battle between the Dodge Challenger and the Chevy Camaro for me. The Dodge Challenger is very luxurious, it's comfortable, it kind of floats, for better or for worse. And the Camaro felt tightened, it felt laser accurate. And that's how the Silverado feels. The Silverado, it doesn't have as comfortable as a ride, but in a truck, that's not what you really look for. At least me personally, I don't look for a very comfortable truck. I look at, all right, what's going to work? What is going to pull what I need it to pull? And this checks all of those boxes, especially with the 4-door. I mean, I really do think that's a game changer. This center console flips up to become a middle seat, and you have 3 across the back. So the Silverado doesn't really evoke that much emotion out of me. It doesn't really make me feel connected or attached or like the truck is alive. But if that's all you look for in a truck, you're kind of missing the point of a truck. This thing is a tool. This truck is a tool, and it works dang well. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys learned something about the 2019 Chevy Silverado Z71. I want to give a huge thank you to Chevrolet of Naperville. Their information's up on the screen. Always super helpful, and I'm really, really glad I got to drive the 2019 Silverado, because I did read a lot online, people going back and forth about the redesign. But now I know, redesign or not, this is still a very capable pickup truck. And I understand why so many people choose the Silverado. But thank you again to Chevy of Naperville. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to rate the video, comment on the video, and subscribe if you really liked it. Take care, guys.
There goes a sight from my soul.